Hello. Oh, hi everyone. I don't want to get copyrighted, so like half of it I'm gonna just close, but I'm watching the opening of the show. Guess what it is? No! Rentaro! What you doing, Rentaro? Zach to film trauma right there. Shaku trauma. Bro went backwards. You know, this clip right now tells you that bro went backwards. Chiron, wakaru. Bro went backwards. Manny! Look, guys! Look! Kita-chosen. You know what Kita-chosen is? Kita-chosen is... Kita-chosen is... Kita-chosen is North Korea in Japanese. Look, Kita-chosen. It's North Korea. Look, we have North Korea. We have Russia right up here, Russia. We have Nippon or Nihon, which is Japan, and then we have South Korea or Kankoku, and then we have China, which is Chugoku. And then we have all the Southeast Asia countries, just barely seeable. We just see the three main superpowers, the country they're in, Russia, China, Kita-chosen, Kita-chosen, so Kita-chosen, and these are the three countries. So, because of Kita-chosen, South Korea, it's like an island. You can't get to it by land unless you want to get yourself killed. Because that's what's going to happen. Because you can't directly go through there. I mean, you can go from China to South... Well, I don't think you can, but you can go from China to North Korea if you really want to risk your life. But you can't go from North Korea to South. So it basically works like an island. It basically has to rely on seas, not on land. So if they want to ship stuff international, you're going to get it by a plane or a boat in South Korea. Because, unfortunately, in this world, you can't get everything. Yeah. Shokono. Yep. You can probably guess it's Shokono. Shokono da yo. もちろんさ、ショックの見てさ、オープニングが分かってる。I never understood the point behind a grown-ass woman literally being his wife. I never understood. How does a grown-ass woman become your wife? Like, you must be crazy. Like, how could a Rizzler understand? Despite being a Rizzler, I do not understand why a grown-ass woman literally is your wife. Like, I'm sorry for saying the A word, but, you know, I'm gonna show you a little something. If you put ass daily, just with one A, look, hey Avi, it comes up, see, it comes up, hey Avi. Because they don't want an extra S, because they know they don't want him to be insulted. But, hey Avi, this guy, look, see? That clickbaiter, see? Hey Avi, he fell off, he can't even... Look, see, he can't even get 100k views. Look how disappointing that is. I'm not even gonna sub. Look, see, 14 million subs. You're like, oh, he's gonna get 1 mil a day. Hey, Avi, he doesn't even reach that much. Nobody wants to watch his videos. Hey, Avi. The last time he got popular was these. See? Hey, Avi. See? Hey, Avi, 8 months ago. 7 months ago. After 7 months, look, see? 4 months ago. 3 months ago. Hey, Avi. He rarely gets 100k. Look how long he gets 1 million views. Watch. When I scroll, I'm gonna tell you. Look, scroll. See? Hey, Avi, 1 year ago. 1 year ago, he got 1 mil views, but that was a controversial video. That was a video that people hated him on. Hey, Avi. He got only 1 mil because people hated on it. Look, see? Hey, Avi, he's abusing people's cultures and videos. Look, see, look how... See, look how low he is, see? See? Look, he can't even get 1 million views anymore. Look, see? He only gets 1 mil on the controversial videos. See? Hey, Avi. He can't even get 1 mil views. It's like a year ago. See? He used to perform well with 100 mil views 2 years ago. I mean 100k. Hey, Avi, he fell off. Look, he only has 8 billion views. Hey, Avi. His name should be changed to Ass Staley, because that's what he is. His sussy baka. Okay. Enough of all that. Was he watching Hyokono? Oh my god. I'm so sorry that you saw that. You know, I think it's kind of too late already. Thank you, camera, for blurring it. I don't want you to see this. I don't want my camera to focus. Don't focus, camera. Yeah, that's the... Yeah, you can probably guess what that was. Dekaki. And my ass is gonna have to make this drawing. Oh boy! Aren't we in for a treat? I'm kind of disappointed with Hyokono doing a little bit. Like, they gotten too far. Like, hey, Avi, they went too far. Like, you know, this character is actually quite easy to draw. So, I'm going to be drawing this one again. And, once again, I'm not going to share the character. It's unknown who's going to be voice acting this as of RN. Probably in a few months we'll get to know the voice actor and yada yada. But they have to really audition a lot of people and see who has the perfect voice. Or it's just gonna sound like trash. Well, I assume the voice is gonna sound very low, very high pitched. In Cheap World's economy, there's one problem. The empire of Cheap World. During the times of Cheap World Empire in the Dog World, the country, for a while called their states the Golden States, as they just acquired 6 countries. Now, Cheap World, if you don't like controversy about fake countries and fake worlds, Cheap World is actually communist. These are known as the Golden States, and I'm gonna make a concept character. We all know what Mimi though looks like with her eyes open. We've seen it quite a few times already. But I'm thinking for next week I might give you a little bit of a surprise. Also, once I finish the front hair really quick, like, you know, the first fronts. Damn, I was not realizing this would be so quick. Designers did so well on this. They already did fan service on the first season. And I know things might get freaky in Hyakuno because we're walking on thin ice on that one. Hyakuno is like a thin ice show. That's the best way to describe it. If you know, you know. It definitely walks on thin ice and hits hard for walking on thin ice. If you're very sensitive, I do not recommend the show, and I'm kind of sensitive, so I've never really fully watched it. I've seen clips and obviously been influenced. Of course, I understand what their lyrics are, but but the songs do have a decent melody to them, and especially Season 2 is the best one yet. Season 2's songs have been produced very well. Like, I've seen they've taken it seriously. Season 1, they had to use the ending and ask an artist to compose it, but for Season 2, they even made their own ending, which is fire. Yeah, I can tell you, Hyakuno hits hard. But unfortunately, most people like you can't watch Hyakuno because I'm gonna just show you my latest figure. Yeah, because of that. I'm gonna point to it. Because of that, that's why. Otherwise, it would be a perfectly fine show, but you know, Dentro had to, of course, have his wife as a grown-ass woman. I'm sorry for saying the A word, but it's dang right. It's so dang right, though. Let me show you something, guys. Look, I even made a drawing of him. Look. I'm gonna show you mewing Rentaro, but first let me show you mewing Ass Daily. Let me show you him. Look. Hey, Avi! I drew him, guys. Look, see? Hey, Avi, I drew him. How good does he look? Pull up an image of him. Hey, Avi, look at him. Isn't he Sigma now? Look, fell off, withered rose emoji. And of course I have plans for making mewing hikakin, but this is kind of an example of what my mewing notebook looks like, so these are like my latest ones. This is an example of what yeah, look, awkward, Nictio Giovanni, awkward. Oh yeah, that's, and then of course I had to do Anti-Hoof Club. Because, yeah, that's what I am for. And I had to use as he rang, goes, hello, adopt me. And then of course, I did do some controversial stuff, because, political. And I did do the guy that does geography now, and of course, hey Avi. And look, guys, this is a rare sight. The front view of the chill guy, the mewing chill guy, front view. And then I made mewing Mario, a mewing Balloon, mewing Hoptua, and then I kind of referenced this, so that's not really mine. Mewing SpongeBob, and 6-7. Yeah, I also made that as well, mewing. And I also made Mickey mewing, and yeah, you probably... And, of course I had to make mewing Bruno Wolfigus, cause why not? And then if I go a few more pages, which, if I do, this is going to take a while, so please wait. Yes, I even made mewing Yakuzen, so mewing Kusuri, mewing Kusuri, and mewing Yakuzen Kusuri, that. And here's mewing Aijo Rentaro. It's mewing Aijo Rentaro. So, Aijo Rentaro mewing. This is what he looks like. Isn't he beautiful? I made him way too many times in my books. Aijo Rentaro gets a spot in my book. And of course, awkward. Yeah, that's the last one I made before I made my even more improved one. Which, as you can see, isn't he beautiful, guys? Look how beautiful he is. And of course, that's a Sigma minion. If you're not freaky, then look, I even drew the Lego Man feet. Hey Avi, this guy fell off. That's my latest one. And look how much far we need to go. We need a few more. Well, once this is done, I'm going to be posting... Okay, hold on. Let me put it on the light. Once this book is done, I'm going to be posting it on my Twitter, and I will also be posting some on my Instagram again. So, my Instagram will finally be active. Well, goodbye. Anywho, back to the project. Nasu. It should be ast. It should be austerity. It should be austerity. It should be austerity. Or austerity. Because that's what he is, a ass. Honestly, that name would go perfect with him because of how much Hey Avi he's brought controversy. His fall down started with the Philippines. He actually was racist to Philippine people. Oh, no, Filipino. I'm sorry, Filipino people. And, well, let's just say people didn't like that. So, Hey Avi, he's friends with Jimmy. Hey Avi, he's friends with the clickbaiter. Hey Avi. They both love to clickbait together. They love to clickbait together. Mr. Beast plus Ass Daily collab hits hard. Because that's what they are. I need to think of it, everybody knows. To be honest, I think Ass Daily's just such a clickbaiter. All he does is just say, oh, to get views. Hey, Avi. A true man would never do that. He also promoted fake billionaires that supposedly gave their charity. They just only gave 0.69%, and that's it. They kept the rest to their greedy butts. So, hey, Avi, as soon as they got caught, that went ironic. Ass Daily even deleted the video because of how shameless it was. Hey, Avi, he didn't even look into the guy. That clickbaiter. So guys, if you still like Ask Staley, hey Avi, don't like him. He's just as bad as that clickbaiter. Hey Avi, they're friends. Why am I saying hey Avi so much? Because I'm trying to insult that guy. He's one of the worst YouTubers. Hey Avi. Bro, can you stop saying hey Avi like it's a language? It's not a real word in any language. He just says it because he thinks it sounds cool. If you really want an office lady in your room, I think I recommend you buying this figure. This is like the perfect office lady. Yeah, I recommend you to buy her. Shirogane. Shirogane. Shirogane is a recommended buy. If you want an office lady, I recommend her. Yeah, but be aware, her chest is a little too large if you're sensitive to that. Probably your neutrons will be activated. Your neurons will be activated from that. I mean, I didn't get turned on when I saw that. Sorry if I'm saying a little bit of explicit stuff on here, but please don't cancel me for that. But I'm just saying, Horodaibu or Whole Life. I'm gonna just say Whole Life because anyways the name is originally English, so who cares? Origins are origins, so Whole Life is kind of a little sus. I mean, with a few of their characters. Like, there's a reason why Hosho Marin didn't even get that big of a size. Because they know if they give it to that character, oh man, bro would abuse that. Like, it's already bad enough that Hosho Marin edges her video's limits. Like, you know, there's even, like, one that's age restricted. Like, that's how bad it got. Like, hey Avi, that's edging. You're, like, edging your limits. Nah, bro's walking on thin ice. As soon as I saw that, like, body, like that song, I knew bro was walking on thin ice. And you know how bad it is to walk on thin ice? If you're not already sus, it's really bad. Like, people will spark controversy only because people accept Hosho Marin the way she is. That's how bro gets away with walking on thin ice. But trust me, if bro released official art of, you know, being sus, dang, bro gets so cancelled. Immediately, Hollow Life would kick her out. Cause yeah, it's one of the strict rules of being a VTuber. You can't do all kinds of weird stuff in Hollow Live. I mean, I know they edge it, but you can't go that far. Quebec, Cuba, and Quebec. Well, Quebec is currently a part of Canada. Hey guys, if you want to learn geography, learn with me for free. Welcome to North America, or Kita America. In this continent, Okay. I'll stop for now. But in this continent, there are... Okay, hold on. Let me count. I'm going to exclude the Caribbean nations except Haiti, Dominican, and Cuba. We're going to include those because, I mean, nobody cares about those tiny islands, so... Belize, Guatemala, El Salvador, Panama, Costa Rica, and then there's one more, Nicaragua. Okay, 6, 9. There are about 12 to, I'm gonna just say 50. I know there's more than 50, but there's like 12 to 15 countries in North America. The three remaining being Canada plus USA hits hard, Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and lastly, Panama. Then we have Cuba, Haiti, and Dominican Republic. Of course, Bahamas and those other tiny nations nobody really cares about. Then we have Puerto Rico, which is a part of the U.S., which is why I didn't even mention it before. And then, of course, just like any other country, we have the goods store. Then we have South America. We have Brazil, Bolivia, Paraguay, Uruguay, Peru, yeah, Colombia, Venezuela, Argentina, Chile, and then the last one, I know it's called something. I just can't remember its name. I know what it's called, but I can't remember. Okay, I can't remember right now. Just let me know in the comments what the last country is. And it's the only country that Brazil does not actually border. I kind of forgot what it was, so sorry. And then, of course, if you want to include the Falkland Islands, and then... Oh, wait, I forgot 3 more countries. Guyana, the Guianas, which there's, like, Guyana, and then French Guyana, and then the other one, I kind of forgot its name as well, so let me know down in the comments. And then, of course, there's the Falkland Islands, which are a part of Britain. And then if you want to include the Argentinian claims of Antarctica, well, that's that too. Right, now we're going to Eurasia. Yes, I count it as one because it's connected. Okay, we have Spain, Portugal, France, Italy, Switzerland, Belgium, Netherlands, or Orlando. So, to remember it, Orlando is Orlando, and Oranda is Netherlands. So Oranda and Orlando. So Oranda is Netherlands. And then also Deutsch is Germany. So Germany and Finland, Sweden, and Norway, those were easy. And Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia. Then Belarus, Ukraine, Poland, Kaliningrad. I mean, Kaliningrad is Russia, but I'm going to count Kaliningrad, so I already named one, Russia. And then we have Greece, Turkey, Croatia. I know Croatia. Then we have Hungary, Austria, Czech Republic. And then, of course, we have... Oh, I keep forgetting down the south. I know there's more countries, I just can't remember them. We have Luxembourg, we have Liechtenstein, and we have Vatican City, San Marino, and of course Monaco and Andorra. We have the UK, Ireland, and then we, of course, down in the south, we have Albania, we have Albania, Serbia, and then if you recognize it, Kosovo. And then, I keep forgetting. Then we have Moldova, and then Romania. And then I can't really name much there, because I really can't. So then we're going to skip. And yeah, Belgium. I forgot Belgium. And then we're going to go Russia again, because I already said Russia, China, Mongolia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Azerbaijan, and then Afghanistan, Pakistan, and I don't know, the other stands. And then, of course, let's not forget, there's India, and then there's Bangladesh, Pakistan, obviously I already said that. There's Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, Myanmar or Burma, And then I'm just naming the countries in the world. And then we have, after Burma, Myanmar, or after Myanmar, we have Malaysia, Indonesia, Brunei, that was easy. Papua New Guinea, Australia, New Zealand, Tuvalu, and then all the other island nations. Then up here we have the Philippines, Nihon or China, Nihon or Japan. I'm so sorry for mixing them up. I never did that. I just thought of China's geography, which mixed it up. So Nippon or Nihon / Japan. And then we have Taiwan, if you also recognize that. And then we have Iran, Iraq, we have we have Syria, we have Lebanon, we have Israel, we have Saudi Arabia, Oman, Yemen, and UAE, and then Qatar. So I pretty much and then Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is located all the way near India, so Sri Lanka as well. So yeah, I named quite a lot of nations in our world. Probably in the Eurasian part of the West, we can say there will be a giant lake of area, because I can't really name much nations down there. So yeah, that's my I could say even more countries, but these are all the countries I know that exist in the world, as easy as just saying it. I mean, I can't name all the countries instantly. For you guys, I can't name it instantly. Of course, the Americas, I know basically every country, because the Americas is an easy place. There aren't many countries in the Americas, especially North America, more than 70 to 80% of the land's all owned by, oh yeah, and I forgot Greenland, but technically, yeah, I forgot to mention Denmark with Greenland, and then Iceland as its own nation. So technically, Denmark is in North America because of Greenland, but we're going to just say they aren't, because, they really aren't. And then we also have Canada, USA, and Mexico all together with Greenland, all make up 80 to 90% of North America's land. So if you were to combine all three of those, you would just need Central American countries and a few Caribbean island nations to finish off North America. It's crazy to know that only 4 countries control the entirety of North America, basically. Unless we talk about Oceania, which Australia owns 95 to 98% of the land area in Oceania. No, I think 95. Yeah, 95 because of Papua New Guinea and New Zealand. Australia is kind of a far nation from the continuous giant piece of Asia, but if we're talking the places like Indonesia and stuff, well, yeah, it's pretty close to Asia, but pretend Indonesia and Malaysia and all those nations that would have been there in Southeast Asia, they snap away and gone. Well, yeah, Australia is very far from Asia. And that's kind of why the continent is its own continent. And I recognize Oceania with Papua New Guinea as a split because, I mean, we kind of want that coast split through the continent to transfer to Oceania. And yeah, I can't consider it its own continent because technically Australia is around the size of America, so... And then combining that with the fact Antarctica is its own continent, even though most of it's uninhabitable and it's like sometimes gets around the size of Russia, I can definitely say it's big enough to be its own continent. From my perspective. Maybe your perspective's different, but for me, Oceania is its own continent. So anyways, enough world political talk. I don't want to get too political and get people pissed off. Because you know how political people go. Like, hey, they don't even look at a map of the geography and see how terribly messed up it looks. Pick up a world map. Like, not even some of our world leaders know where places are. I mean, no offense, Trump, but not even Donald Trump sometimes knows where places of the world is. I mean, you gotta be that one guy who studies geography like it's nothing to know what you're seeing. Yeah, she just looks like some shady kid. You know, hey Avi, earlier I was watching New York scammers get pranked, and those people got dang mad, and I laughed so much when, like, this black man, he was like, hey, give me the camera, and it was, like, ripping it off his hand. Imagine, like, stealing a scammer's item and be like, hey, I took your fake AirPods, and then you run off and have a jetpack. Or you run off and you have, like, very fast tools. Like, imagine running and then this stupid guy takes your scamming items. Imagine buying all the billboards just to say, New York City scammer! Alright. I never make a part 2. Yeah, that's an example of the song. My ass is trying to build this. Also, Walmart's only Pokemon cards were literally just a starter deck. I kinda got scammed, but at the same time, now I have instructions to play in the game. In that case, I could have bought like 3 packs of cards for that price. Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Don't trust those Hey Avi Disney character costumes. They don't even look like the real one. Knock off Mickey and Minnie. Steal your money in New York. Hey Avi. Now, personally, we did not get scammed because these stupid costume people did not. We managed to. Yeah, even mom said, like, we managed to. Even my mom said, even like my parents. Oh, there's my book. I knew it was here. Wow, I found it before GTA 6. That's crazy. Alright, well. You know what this means. Before I finish up the drawing, I have to open this thing up for my deck of cards. Oh, sorry guys. Well, let's see. Today I bought a deck of cards, so I put it in this bag because I didn't have a weight of. The real treasure here, or the real gold down here, is this card. This card right here, an EX. I got an EX for my collection, so I'm gonna put that in. But first, like I'm showing you right now, got some EXs, Vs. I'm gonna replace Rillaboom and add my EX up here, and then add my V down here. So let me replace my Rillaboom really quick. and then I'm gonna trade it. This is a McDonald's card I got of Pikachu, so Pikachu will stay there, and Pikachu will stay here. Pikachu will be there while I bring Pikachu down a little around this section, so I'm gonna put this down here. And replace that. And I kind of want to put this down here, so I'm going to move this down here. I'm kind of doing some trading. Oh yeah, here's my Sailor Moon card I got. I had to barely fit this in, so I got a Sailor Moon card from Comic-Con. So I'm gonna find a section to put this. Alright. Besides all the energies, I'm gonna have to... Alright. I have an idea. I'm gonna switch this out and add this glorious hollow. And add this to my standard card, so... Sorry, I'm just in the middle of card shifting. I have to do this, like, every time. I gotta put my weird sticker thing there. And now I finally can rest, as now I'm gonna throw in more energies. I did put some of my Sailor Moon cards down here in the ending, because, you know, I kind of like to fill this. Yeah, see my zombie hamburger, I also added that to my card. Oh, what happened? Oh, no, that was just glitching. Well, I'm gonna now add some more new cards, so I'm gonna switch this one out, because I kind of want a theme with themes, you know? Yeah, they do definitely feel lower quality, but they do feel like they use a different material, though. Only bought one pack for like $3 at Comic-Con because my sis was obligating me to, so I was forced to buy it, basically. I'm like, fine, Meg, fine, I'll buy it, man. So yeah, I bought it. RIP. Technically, I got Momo that day, which Momo is from Kusuria no Hitorigoto. Kusuria no Hitorigoto. Yeah, Kusuria no Hitorigoto. Which basically translates to the Apothecary Diaries. I mean, I know that's not the exact same name, but it's not close enough. It's a totally different name. Kusuria no Hitorigoto. Yeah, that's the name of the show. Shinji is kind of Sigma. He's kind of a Sigma man. Alright, now I'm kind of going to do this on camera because I want you to see what I got. The infamous amount of cards I have to put back is kind of crazy. Let me just throw up. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this off camera. Yeah, actually. I don't want to waste your time anymore. I know you came for one thing, a drawing video. But here is how my card pack looks. I now have an EXs, 2 EXs, 2 Vs, and then more V cards, and a vintage card, then more V unions, then more cool cards, even this golden Rillaboom card, and then I just, of course, I have more cards, and then more cards. The Sailor Moon card, and then I have more upon more. I'm gonna just fill this up with random stuff, which is kind of why they gave me a buckload of cards. Because I want to fill up this book, so then when I have something, I just replace it. Zombie taki oishii na. Today I have to do Adopt Me editing, and I will be going on Twitter, so if you want to talk to me on Twitter, go ahead. I'm going to be going on Twitter today. Honestly, this is a buckload of cards I got for $15. But they are, heck no! They're not worth $15. It's like I bought a block of paper, literally. It's like I bought a stack of paper. Or like a block of cardboard. They're not worth much. They're only worth like 5 cents and nobody really wants them. Just showing you, I went to New York once, and that was like a year ago, and I don't know. I just don't really remember much because I was still talking to the fat kid, and I was in a weird stage of not sus, neutral. Nah, it was a kind of a weird stage in my life. If only my Nihongo was very good. I could be like, hi. That literally means like I'm coming in or I'm bothering you. Like, oshamashimasu. I'm joking though. Like, hi, kochira desu. Arigatou gozaimashita. Irashaimase. Like, you know, something like that. Like, you know, like, ara. Like, Nyuyoku ga okiku kirei na tokoro da ne. It's like, ara. Dono toki ni New York ni ikou kana? Like, what time should we just go out and go to New York? Now, of course, that's not the exact translation, but that's an example. Like, New York ではスパイファミリーチビフィギュアを買った。Like, if I could say sentences like that, I would actually be the GOAT! And it'd be like, ara, you got... Yeah, I'm joking, that store does not have Hyakano because Good Smile Company did the collab and not them. So, RIP to, Tamashii Nations. Tamashii Nations fell off. Rejection. だからいいんじゃないほらららいやいやいやいやいやいやいやって食べられないないないない。Now, I'm not going to guarantee you this is the GOAT drawing. This is probably going to be like a mid drawing, but Comic-Con was kind of fun, but I'm going to have to wait until 2026. Oh! Yeah, I know. Like, come on, man. I was expecting this in 2026. Like, I was expecting Comic-Con to last more times. Like, once every 6 months would just be such a good thing. I would have entered Comic-Con again, but damn, I have to wait a whole year? Crazy. But now that I know the Comic-Con experience, it's kind of cool, except I gotta find a professional cosplay and be dressed as Aijo Dentaro if I can even find Aijo Rentaro. Because I kind of want to cosplay like that for a Comic-Con or a trip, actually, so I'm going to be like, Arad, I'm Aijo Rentaro. So, please, bring me to Hahari-sama. Like, Hahari-sama. Please, Arad, I'm Aijo Rentaro. Nah, brother. I think Hahari-san is not supposed to be, especially for a grown-ass woman. I don't think she deserves to be his girlfriend. But I think that grown-ass woman is his wife at this point. Like, how the fuck can you marry somebody's mother of your girlfriend? Like, just imagine how bad it's gonna be when Aijo Rentaro has to say, that their Oba-chan is, like, if Rentaro does, and then, like, wow, like, it's gonna say, like, to the grandchildren, like, Kimi no Oba-chan wa boku no tsuma da. And they're gonna be like, oh, what? I'd be like, nah, brother, no way that's actually my grandma's your wife. And that's gonna be, nah, brother. Even worse if bro does that too. Nah. That's what I'm saying, like, you can't do that. I know bro isn't even in her 40s, but brother! How are you gonna explain that? Like, we all know our grandmas have already, like, married somebody, and then that's it. I mean, we know our fathers didn't do that to our grandmas. Like, hey, yo! So, Aijo Rentaro, you have a lot of explaining to do if you ever have grandchildren. Not funny. That's not funny, actually. Hey, Avi! That's actually sus, cause how are you gonna explain that to your grandchildren? New York. If I went to New York with my cousin, oh dang, would I irritate him with Shakono, especially when season 3 comes out, and be like, hey! ほら見てこのオーラきっと人だよほら見ちゃダメ眩しいよきっと人だよ韓国語は話しない韓国語知らない So 最初になぜとこいつ信じらねえひ眠で恋中僕のオーラビームぴょんやられた会いたい愛してこちらにすぐキャンティビビあごいようちのオーラビームぴょんビビだ Yeah, you kind of get the example though. I would literally be like, ほら見てこの彼女きっと yeah. You kind of get the joke. Yeah, I don't think you guys heard that song because you're American. Da. Yeah, Americans. They never know the Japanese lore. I bet you maybe 0.69% of the people watching this video at least know Mesmerizer. I mean, come on, that was a global hit. I mean, that went worldwide. That was 100 million views that song got. I mean, there's no way you don't know. I mean, I swear if you don't know... Miku became an adult like a few months ago, like 2 to 3 months ago. Miku is an adult. So now Miku can... I'm joking. Miku's always been a teen and will always be one. Yeah, but that's like the date when the character was created. That's not like her actual stated age. Like, damn. Yeah, well, my cousin will get so dang annoyed by me being in New York and be like, help! And then people in New York be like, shut the up, man, I'm a New Yorker! And be like, ada. And they'd be like, nah, this kid's crazy on the streets. Yeah, people are just walking their way in New York. Nobody really gives two craps. That's also belong to you, Kamara Jr. You need to touch grass too. Huh, Kamara? How? How does bro squat? Front view, idiot. Skill issue. That's her front view. Skill issue. Skill issue. I'll make a promise. If I can't draw this drawing properly, I will definitely do the Tyler dance, or I will definitely do something that will get me partially demonetized. Even though I'm not even monetized. LOL! You know, my cousin personally kind of hates me in, like, a way. I know he doesn't hate me, but he hates me in one way of what I do. Like, maybe like 2 years ago, he was like, oh yeah, iPad kid. Oh, this kid is on his iPad. Yeah, let's adopt me. Yeah, cool, whatever. He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah. Except the fact he fought me down and put me to the ground. Yeah, but then after that, その後、2年後、then came 大大好きなほど大好きなほど大好きなほど止まらない。Not 好きなほど Yeah, 好き See, I actually It's not 好き It's 好き Not 好き It's 好き大好きなほど大好きなほど大好きなほど止まらないわからないこの気持ち君は私の世界いたら私の世界から大好き目と目感じ合いじゃん上はどうしたって光らないのグラビティ Yeah, I could sing the whole song, but nobody cares! 誰も気にしない Just like 誰も知らない誰も気にしないだろう Nobody cares! Put your back in the bag! Nobody cares. Okay, I'm not a villain. Well, when I went to New York, I thought to myself, why couldn't I get the Spy Family figure? 'Cause the figure is takai sugi. The only figure that I got that was good was this. The Anya Forja. Ara. You know, honestly, these figures aren't that bad. I mean, they're decent, but I only bought Spy Family because these were meant for my Spy Family collection. Crap. And yeah, the moment I saw like a $20 figure in box lunch for clearance, somebody already bought it. Like there's still that $35 one. Until they lower that to $15, I'm not buying it. But even so, the prices are questionable. Ah, the freaky child. Oh wow. You know, this background theme and all of that kind of makes sense with the Forger family. Hold on, I'm just setting up my Forger family really quick. And Anya Forger fell to her knees. Because I only have the movable one. I don't have the figure, I have the movables. Which, I mean, that's not a problem, but... Anywho, I have characters like Shooto Gunnet right here. As you can see, I mean, she's the biggest one of them all. We're talking about this right here. Yep. Ada. All of these others are flat! Like a Minecraft world. That's it. Even though I have Gakuen Ayudoru Masta, Gakuen Ayudoru Masta, or Gakumasta, or Gakumasu. Okay, Gakumasu. Gakumasu. Yeah, Gakumasu and Shakkano. Shakkano Gakumasu. Yeah, those are the abbreviations, so one is Kimi no Koto ga Dai 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 Suki no Shoku. Okay, Kimi no Koto ga Dai. Okay, the Dai 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 part, but Kimi no Koto ga Dai 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 Suki no 100人の彼女. And then there's and there's Gakuen Aidoru Master, which both of those names translate to the one of your girlfriends who really, really love you. And then there's the Idol Master. I mean, why don't they add school Idol Master? Like, that's literally what's in the name. They just cut it off, butchered it. Oh, Shakkano's English title does make sense, but I don't like English. No, English title. I don't like the English title. English title sucks. You heard me? Like, even the logo sucks. I don't like the English title. English is the worst. My mom can read it, my dad can read it, my sis can read it, but they can't read Japanese. So I know when it says Shakkano. So that's why I love the Japanese title. How's this? It's kind of distorted, so let's move it down. I'm gonna just leave it like this, and I will let you decide if this was a good character. And of course, I'm going to draw only one of her arms, so as I proceed to do that, like Sambucha would, because Sambucha's that guy. Hey Avi, Sambucha, you know him? The guy who does all kinds of typical stuff. There was only one time he was a sussy baka watching educational videos, and be glad if you never watched it, but if you know, you know, okay. He blurred it though, obviously, but dang, he was a sussy baka. Like, hey, yo, the things he saw were crazy. I mean, no offense, he is a full-grown adult who has all permission to do that, but dang, boy, he did not have to see that much. I mean, I know he's a full-grown adult and probably saw it before at some point in his life, but dang, that was a sus episode. That was like a sus YouTube video. Like, nah, that should have been age restricted. I'm surprised it wasn't. It wasn't age restricted because he didn't show anything. That's why. He just described it to make our minds go. Yeah, but I'm like, damn, why do you have to do that to us, Sambucha? Why, boy? I'm not going to be drawing the hands in this video, so good luck, boys. I'm just drawing her arms really quick so I get a drawing. Okay, her hands are way too low. Let me fix that. I'm just fixing it really quick before I end off the video. Probably. And I know these videos always take time, but thank you. I've recently got my videos to the hour mark because it's kind of been... I don't want to offer low quality, but I want to offer all quality to my art videos. So here's your quality that you deserve. I see people watch my videos, so thank you to my viewers. And if you subscribe, you're even more Sigma. I know I don't use Gen Alpha slang, but I kind of like to use Sigma sometimes. It's a quick saying. Also, I try not to use too much Gen Alpha slang, or my brain will get rotted. But I mean, I don't speak like the kids that say 6-7 every day. Because I'm not in school, I'm not in a public school, so yeah, at least I don't have to deal with Gen Alpha slang and deal with the outside world, because my life would have actually been very shifted from Chuck Cummel, actually, if it weren't for that. In fact, it has kind of shifted because of that. I probably would never even be making these videos if I were in a regular school, so thank you, Mom, because my mother is the reason why I get to stay home. Alright, well, for now, I'm gonna even out her skirt and call it a day by giving her Alright, guys, well, that's it. And of course, did not forget to say. Forget to sign and boom. Well, that's it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Megamare! Sorry for the twist. Megamare!